From the land of the rising blocks, many determined Robloxians have taken on the ultimate challenge to become, and that is to become a Ninja Warrior Roblox edition, divided into 4 extreme stages. Competitors must face the ultimate test of speed, balance, and ultimate skill. Many will fall, few will survive. Now, let's see who will become the next Ninja Warrior Roblox edition, the 5th tournament. Hello there, guys, and welcome to the 5th amazing tournament of Ninja Warrior Roblox edition, where there are completely new obstacles to make the experience for competitors even harder. And as you may remember, the Wizards dude failed in the last tournament, and he was the only one to make it to stage 3, but now we have tried to make it so that no one will even make it past this first stage. Speaking of the first stage, let's go ahead and see the obstacles of the first stage, since there's nothing else to really see here. Anyway, first up is the new conveyor steps, where you have to jump on the different conveyors and make it on all of them and jump. That's basically it. And then the remodeled broken fence. You may remember this if you ran in tournament 1, but now it has been remodeled to become even harder. If you did not know, this is an obstacle that took out Nice Cat 9009. I think that's his name. I forget what his Roblox username is. Sorry about that. Anyway, then it is the redesigned junkyard. Coming back from tournament 2, where now we have added a few new things to shake it up. And if you were in tournament 2, then you would remember this. Then the Great Wall. Just to tell you something, during the first 4 runs, this was actually a warped wall, and everyone complained about it, so I'll just tell you that. Everyone complained about it in practice, so I ended up changing it. Also, the first 4 runs were recorded a long time ago. I only recently modified that for runs 5 through however many we have today. Anyway, after that is the crooked wall, which is basically just what it is. If you watched actual Ninja Warrior, then you should know what it is. The rope is on the other side, though, this time. Anyway, then the redesigned Jump Hang Kai with a really interesting thing. Like, there's a new jump, which is... Oh, and by the way, in the last tournament, they were kind of off-center, so one of the ones it was harder to get on and easier to get off, and the other one it was easier to get on and harder to get off, but now I made them centered. So, yeah. You could say that last tournament was a little bit weird, but anyway. So, the first 4 ropes are normal, and then the 5th one, you have to use a very certain technique that I used in Ninja Warrior of Roblox 7 when I was doing the Tarzan ropes, and if you have seen that, then you know what I am talking about. Anyway, then you have to climb up these ropes. It's just another mini obstacle thing. To the flying chute, where you have to jump onto the, I guess, bricks, not really a rope. And then down to the trusses, but you can probably just easily make it anyway. Then after that is the Tarzan ropes, which are very hard to make it through. They go up and then down, and then you have to go up the rope climb to finish. And You have 1 minute 45 seconds or 105 seconds to make it. Anyway, our first 12 competitors are ready. So, let us see who will make it and who will fail. Okay, so first up running is newcomer Gunner 19479. Anyway, he's onto the conveyor steps, and he's doing pretty good. Now onto the broken fence. This is probably the hardest obstacle. And oh no, he fell. Let's see that again. He did pretty good with the first few obstacles, but then when he was faced with possibly one of the hardest jumps in NWRE Roblox Edition history, he just could not beat it. Anyway, let's move on to our second contestant. So next up is our regular Mario Master 2005, and he ran in the last tournament, I believe. So yeah, and he's off on the conveyor steps. He's doing pretty good. No one's failed on this yet. And oh no! Okay, we need to see that again. What exactly happened there? We can't really get another angle of that, but let's see what happened. It looks like he just jumped a little bit too far and just fell right off of the back of it. And I don't think that has ever happened. Like, I don't think anyone has fallen off of the back of one of the conveyors. Anyway, let's move on to our next contestant waiting at the starting line. Next up, we have someone with a very confusing username, and his name is Guest31335. That's a really big mouthful. Anyway, and he is off. And he stopped for a moment, and oh no, and he's fallen. Looks like he was heading for that corner, but he just could not get there. That is really sad, but anyway, let's move on to our next contestant. So next up is regular Whirlpool 730. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, there's only one redo for the entire tournament. Just letting that out there for you. Anyway, it looks like Whirlpool is doing good yet again for someone on an iPad, because I feel like that would be a lot harder. This jump is pretty hard on an iPad too. Oh no, and he fell. Sorry about that. Anyway, he did end up falling on that jump, as many others have. Well, so far, 2 people have fallen on the broken fence, and 2 people have fallen on the conveyor jumps, and I mean not the conveyor jumps, the conveyor steps. And both of the fails on the broken fence are on that jump, so I would say that's a pretty hard obstacle. Anyway, let's move on to our 5th contestant. And next up is regular Scary debuting 124. And he has ran quite a few times, and every time he has fallen on a conveyor obstacle. And this is probably very hard for him, saying that the first obstacle is a conveyor obstacle. Will he actually be able to beat the conveyors for the first time ever? Right now he's on to the second one. He's doing better than he usually does on conveyor obstacles. And seems to be stalling a bit there. And oh no! He went off the edge. If you look there, he had a solid performance almost all the way through. And then he just jumped a little bit too far to his left and fell off of the platform. Sadly for him, he will not be beating his fear of conveyors today. But will our 6th contestant fare any better? Well, let's find out. Okay, so here we have veteran Iceberg Boy 63. He has done very well in past tournaments, and he has ran in every single tournament. Where in the first tournament he failed on the first obstacle to jump in kind. In the second tournament he fell. Actually he didn't run stage 2 in time. And then in tournament 3, actually, yeah, in tournament 3 he fell in the first stage, and the same for the fourth tournament. He's kind of got on a downwards trend, but will he make it past the obstacles today? Remember, last time he fell on the trampolines by beating the jump hang high. But can he make it past all of the obstacles that people have failed on, aka 2 obstacles, and make it through the whole entire first stage? Well, I've been taking like a minute of my time to even tell you about it, so let's find out. Anyway, yeah, and he has Irish Fries powers, and his goal is to get a first obstacle clear. And Jakul is in the way yet again. Will he be the first to beat that jump? Yes! He made it! And is he gonna be the first to make it through that second obstacle? Yes. Now onto the junkyard. He's the first person to make it there. Oh, that was very close. On the flower pot, on the steeple, on the truss, and onto the wreath, barely. Now onto the Great Wall. He is the first contestant to make it there. And he makes it up in 1. Now he is onto the crooked wall. He is going fast. And I'm pretty sure if he can keep this up, then he will get a first stage clear. It is still not completely clear to us yet, though. Yeah, the only reason he's a veteran is because he went to stage 2 in that second tournament. And he's on the jumping high, and what's going on? What's going on? Did they just teleport? No, he's still on the game. Like, what just happened? It looked like he teleported there. Well, sadly, I think he just fell off right there. Yeah, just watch. On my screen, he just teleports. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so sadly for him, he will not be getting a first stage clear, but he is the first to make it to that third obstacle to the junkyard. Anyway, well, I just pinched my arm on something. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see how our Zeppelin contestant does. Will Zeppelin be a lucky number? I don't know. And next up is regular Bowling Boy Ninja with a Player Point t-shirt. I seriously don't know why they have player points. Like, some people just scam people out of their Robux. That way, people think that they're gonna get player points, but they don't. Like, I was on the same server as this one guy. Anyway, here, I'll just tell you about it in a minute. Anyway, he's onto the hard jump. And he's just standing there, and oh! He grabbed on! Okay, let's see that again. He was grabbing onto it, but then he just fell. Sadly for him, that will not make it. Anyway, the end of my story was that there was a guy who spent 800 Robux on player points, and he didn't get anything. So, yeah. Anyway. So, sadly, Bowling Boy Ninja has fallen. But, will our 8th contestant do good? I don't know. Again, I don't know. Okay, so technically I do know since I've already seen all of these runs, because I'm the cameraman, but anyway. Next up is regular Cool 22, aka the guy who was trying to be a streaker during the Shadow 9264's run last time, and ended up making him fail. Anyway, and I have no idea what his strategy was there. I think he was just trying to jump again and again, but then he got stuck and tried to keep on jumping. And then he fell. Yeah, I don't exactly know what was going on there. But he still did pretty good. A lot of people have fallen on that so far. But anyway, let's move on to our 9th contestant. So next up is a newcomer, Robbie Yates 123. And he has a YouTube. And, yeah. Anyway. And he is off. And he jumps and oh no! And he fell down on that second jump from the second conveyor to the third. And sadly for him, that is the end of his run. So will our 10th contestant do good? Again, I have no idea. Stop asking me, okay? So next up is regular team Dungeon Hunters, or Dark Kenny. Anyway. And he is off. He's doing pretty good. And, oh, he almost fell off there. And he's on the 4th one. Can he make it to the 5th one? Yes, he's made to, oh no! He slipped off of the 5th conveyor. Sadly for him, that is not good. Luckily for him, he had some alternate accounts, so the next 2 runs will be his alternate accounts. So next up is GH Forever 5, and that is his alternate account. Anyway, so he's doing pretty good right now. Will he be able to beat his main account? Well, as long as he makes it past this jump, yes. And now he's onto the jump that has caused so many to fall. And oh no, he's fallen. Sadly for him, that means that he isn't gonna make it with that alternate account, but he still has another one, and this is going to be his, not his last one, this is going to be the last draw of this episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and see it. So next up is Dark Souls 888, the last draw of the day. And will he make it past his main account as alternate account with this other alternate account? I don't know, but he has a pink squid on his head and feathers. Or wings. Oh no, but sadly those wings cannot make him fly back up. So sadly he has fallen. So today, 12 eager Robloxians tried to make it through all of the obstacles of the first stage, but sadly all 12 of them failed, the closest one being IceWolfBoy 63, who made it all the way to the Jump Hang Kai. And that means that everyone else who will run after them, if they clear, then they will be the first one. First ones. So yeah, after 12 amazing runners have fallen, let's see what is our ninja killer. And our ninja killer for the day is the broken fence. Although it was hard enough to make it past the conveyor steps, many people found this jump to be the last one that they took in their runs. So yeah guys, I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye.